are these additional spaces? Did we not just... Oh, I get it. Alright, so I think no matter what I do, I'm going to have to take off something. Oh, come on! Oh, okay, there it is. It wouldn't let me put it on the hydraulic rod, and I'm like, but why would it do that? Like, all of the trawling nets... There's a ship sailing across. I don't think it was actually sailing across. How do I tell what's in it? Oh, net. Like that. Okay. Got one. Thank you. Looks like you've caught all of the surface specimens I need. But, yes, I do also need some from deeper down. But that's going to be a problem. Why? I developed a device to retrieve samples from the abyssal zone. This was over on the other research outpost before the attack. I have an idea of how to keep the creature at bay long enough to collect these samples, but while I work on that, I need you to retrieve some prototype parts. Carefully. I suggest you go during the day. I wouldn't want you to be out on the roof. I wouldn't want to be out on the reef at night. Okay. Drive safe. Is there anything else? So this is how we get the abyssal stuff, is we needed to finish her quest so she would tell us she needs these parts over here so that she could get us the abyssal stuff. Laboratories in ruins with equipment and research papers strewn about the place. It was the equipment on the table. After some searching, you find the prototype parts that the researcher needs to assemble the sampling device. You stow the prototype parts on board. Where do you want to look? That's actually it, thanks. I already cleaned this place out. Oh, dark shapes in the water are not okay. Here's your parts. Excellent. Let me assemble a device for you. This should allow you to catch specimens from much greater depths. It's a little slow, but you might be able to make some improvements. Okay, put it in storage. Now, I've developed a repulsion machine that produces a bright light and emits a high-pitched noise. It should deter that creature from attacking. Or enrage it, I'm not sure. Connect it to the research outpost's generator. You'll have to return and re-engage it every few hours, but other than that, it's completely automated. Great. Now take a look at the list of specimens. Remember, you'll want to install and activate the machine before attempting to collect these. You might also need to improve the equipment that I gave you to catch some of these. She wants an anglerfish, a giant amphipod, a lustra, and a snailfish. Is there anything else? Why can't I research it? I have the research part. Twenty, help me. It's volcanic and shallow. Why won't this fit either? It won't let... Oh, right, because there's two things, so I have to uninstall. There we go. I won't be able to get my ocean rod back yet for a bit. Oh, good. Eventually we get access to a better one. Okay. Yes. We just have to go buy the new one. Anyway, here's your first fish. Which means going and hanging out with our favorite NPC. Oh, 405. Okay. I think I might have left fish in the net? Nope, okay. Okay, so we need more lumber. forgot where I was going and what I was doing. I'll wait till the next morning to start any of these shenanigans. Give myself the best possible chance. The researcher's repulsion machine could be connected to the outpost generator here. Small object rolls out from the generator covered in dried salt. Activate it. Propulsion machine hums and whirs to life. A few seconds later, a bright light shoots out from the top and an alarm begins blaring. The researcher said this should keep the creature at bay, for a time at least. Okay, that gulper eel was something we needed for a different quest. Shit, now I have to get all the way back out to... Alright. This wasn't where I meant to go. Oh wait, no, actually I did mean to come here. Oh wait, maybe I can just give it to her here? Maybe we don't have to go all the way back to Ingfell? Because it was the merchant. The merchant asked us for these things, for her fish. Found a gulper eel. That's great news. I'll add it to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. You're the best. What about the other fish? I'm working on it. What do you think of Stellar Basin? What beautiful crystalline water. It's a shame I can't take my boat much further in. I've run aground on the coral a few times. Have you checked out the abandoned resort to the east? It's pretty impressive. There's probably some decent salvage to be had there. It's kind of amazing how quickly it all falls to ruin without people around to maintain it. In a few years, these pontoons will probably go the same way. That's just the way of things, I guess. Is there anything else? Oh, she doesn't care. Just... I don't have to give it to her. She just wanted to know where one was from. Alright, that's fine. I can work with that. Eh. Not quite enough space to fit our ocean one on again. Well, I just assumed that if she wanted the info for her records, that means she would want the whole fish, but I'm fine with her not wanting the whole fish because it was worth a lot of monies. I have good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? The good news? The good news is I've honed in on what's causing the abnormalities in the ecosystem. The bad news is that the samples you retrieve from the basin have dangerously high counts of cellular mutations. This all points to one thing. That thing in the basin is harmful to life at a cellular level. It damages everything around it, whether passively or with intent. I need to write up a report on my findings. Sorry, our findings, immediately. Maybe now they'll take me seriously. Oh, how rude of me. You've done all this for me and I've not got much to say thank you with. You should have this. She opens a drawer and pulls out a book. Sheepishly, she hands it to you. This is something I wrote during my studies. I think it'll be useful to you. Thanks again for your help. I'd recommend that you avoid the area. It doesn't seem safe to be near the basin. You don't say. A plan for her future does sound pretty ominous, doesn't it? Alright, so we have the stuff the collector wants. I guess actually we could just go straight. We have the power that lets us go straight back to it now. Maybe that's my answer here, because it'd be fast. You walk in and place the jewel-encrusted ring on a table by the collector. His eyes widen. We're certainly making excellent progress now, and I know what you're thinking. An item like this would fetch a fortune at any auction, but for us, its value transcends material wealth. Regardless, you are due a reward. He opens the crimson book, its spine cracking audibly. Selecting a page carefully, he begins to read aloud. The words sound muffled, as though he's speaking through a thick haze. You hear a growling, a crackling in your ears. Suddenly, your vision flares and both of your ears pop. He closes the book. We must keep searching. I've been thinking more on where we might find another. I can imagine all manner of detritus swallowed by this silty muck of twisted strands, channels. It's worth investigating. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? What did you do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. What is banish? The banishing words will provide you a temporary protection from most things. If spoken swiftly enough, they can be used defensively. Choose your moment carefully. The more they are spoken, the more they are understood. I guess tell me about manifest. Use of those words will induce a trance-like state. While in this state, time will pass in a blink of an eye. When it's over, you will find yourself here. As always, I caution against overusing this. Selectively and strategically utilize it when you need it most. Are there other powers? No, I'm good. What will you do when you have them all? He ponders for a moment. It's surprising, isn't it? The attachments we hold towards simple objects. But they are anything but simple. Seemingly mute articles can speak in different ways. If I showed you a childhood toy, you would be awash with forgotten memories. They hold the power to recall what was once lost. Anything else? What do you know about the old mayor? That stuttering old fool. Yes, I knew him. He'd join us on the water sometimes, but it was more hindrance than help. He never seemed entirely with it. I can't imagine he has fared too well since I saw him last. Anything else? Okay. The lighthouse keeper approaches you on the dock with a questioning expression. You must have been around most of the islands by now. Have you found whatever it is you're looking for? I'm just fishing. She recoils from your flagrant lie. Why do you mistrust me so? What have I done to warrant such suspicion? She turns from you, shaking her head and muttering. She heads back towards the lighthouse. I mean, I wasn't trying to lie, but... Where did I toss that other crab pot? Oh, I never put it back down. Okay, that's right. So it's over in the... Alrighty. I have I have I have EpiPens for it. So now it wants us to go northwest. Yeah, I figured you all would prefer that I kept breathing as well. I never did finish looking through these islands all the way. We found the shipwreck dude and took care of that. And let's see, does the builder have anything she wants from us? Nope.